Last time on Pup Copper Games, we got our factory going and moving and stuff building. But this time there's been a change. Dun, 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 dun. Now we've got a brand spanking cleaned up factory that's producing all the various things we need, from iron stuff to copper stuff. So what do we do with ourselves today? We keep going through, trying to make everything satisfactory, and then we go out and explore this wide, big world and see how everything in it can help us progress further in Satisfactory. Arroo! So, last time we were here in our wonderful little Satisfactory base, we had just unlocked field research, which gave us the wonderful super duper MAM, which we can research stuff in. So, first off, we're gonna do this. There we go. And this is the MAM. We get alien organisms we can research. We have a whole bunch, we can do that. We can research flower petals and turn it into stuff. We can research stuff we find to eat. And we can research rocks. Ooh, isn't that great? Oh, and also, after some thinking, I went in and completely rebuilt our little starter base here to make it all efficient and not look so hodgepodge. And now it's working pretty well here. So, let me show awesome the layout. So here's that iron node that we had tapped with a miner last time in that awful spaghetti conveyor belt mess. Now, I went ahead and unlocked Logistics Mark II, so that gives us a faster belt. So this node with a Mark I miner can output 120 ore per second. And guess what the magic number for this Mark II belt is? 120 per second. And that's split off into two 60 lines, which are the max capacity that a Mark I belt can handle, and then split into 30 lines, which is what our smelter arrays take. So, yeah, we've got stuff going on. We've got plates going in these two constructors, I believe. Yep. And we've got some rods that get fed in to make tons of screws. We've got rods that are just being made for the heck of it, to be stored. Yeah, we're sitting pretty right now. And that's just the iron. We go over here to the copper. Oh yeah. Look at that. Got a ton of copper being made from a miner way over here, which is another pure node that's putting out 120 copper per second. Now, you'll see these two smelters here that I'm not using for anything, and there's a reason for that. When we unlock part assembly in a few minutes, we are going to turn these over to producing ingots for copper sheets, which will be in these three constructors right here. And now that plus the wire and cable will fully utilize that node. Yeah. So let's start doing some stuff here. Now, there's another pure iron node over here that we are not using. And there's a reason why. One, we've kind of run out of space as it is on the ground over here with spreading all this out. And two, when we start automating project assembly parts in a little bit, my plan is to have us go up a floor and carry all this iron up and we'll start making all that neat stuff. Yeah, because we're going to need the space for assemblers. You're going to need the space. And also, I put up this neat row of biomass burners so that we have plenty of power provided we can fill it up with stuff. So, let's unlock part assembly. And we may not have it on us, but we have most of this in storage. And we'll go over here, and I'll show you how this works. So, I did also cheat a little bit off camera by going out into the world and scavenging some drop pods for raw materials for our base, and oh, I put those away. So you can see I have some advanced stuff that's kind of spicy, like these modular frames and these encased beams, some motors, heat sinks, which are late mid-game, early late game, and circuit boards which are definitely late mid-game. So we'll just put these hard drives over here, and you basically feed stuff into the drop pods and it unlocks it, and then it gives you a hard drive, and you just pop the hard drive in here, wait 10 minutes, and it'll research it for you. So while that's doing that, let's go and start feeding stuff into our milestone computer. And bam!
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Darn right they are. Alright, so we just did that. The other thing I did to kind of prepare our base for kind of advancement is that I gave us a lot of space and a lot of room over here where these storage containers are, so that later when we unlock the resource sink, we can just make some very nice and neat belts that overflow onto a central belt and come out through here and dump into a resource sink. This will allow us to get rid of stuff once all these containers fill up. So yeah, there's a strategy to this. So let's go and set our machines to make copper sheets. So there's a copper sheet there. Yep. Copper sheet there. Copper sheet there. Okay. And we'll just turn these guys on, and that tripped the system. Well, I should have seen that one coming. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is, and you got what you got, and blah blah blah. Alright, so let's go grab some leaves. Yeah, I need leaves. And we are just gathering leaves. I really don't like gathering leaves for two reasons. One, because it's tedious, and two, the software engine that is used for Satisfactory has an object limit of something like 2 million objects. There's a video by Kibitz in his Satisfactory Season 3 where he does kind of discuss kind of how this object limit impacts game performance. So basically, two things affect the object count. One, stuff you build. So if you build, you make a world-spanning train network and build concrete tiles or concrete foundations under every single bit of track, yeah, you're going to be using up a lot of the game's object limit and consequently your computer memory, and you'll see a lot of performance issues. The second thing it uses the object count for, or that counts against it rather, is stuff you chop down or pick up off the ground. This doesn't apply to like berries and nuts that respawn. It's more so like the leaves I'm picking up. Oh, and animals you slaughter don't count too, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, just something to watch out for. Just something to watch out for. Alright, we're going back. These little thingies here, when you use the chainsaw on them, will cause it to explode and give you silica and limestone and some mycelium fungus thing. Oh yeah, since we have the man now, we'll go ahead and just collect this slug here. He can be researched and then made into something that will let us overclock our machines.
This semi-slug seems to emit unfamiliar energy readings which could potentially be retrofitted into Fixit technology.
There you go.
A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Well, actually, first, before restoring power, we will check and see the results of scanning that hard drive. So hop over here. There you go. So when you scan a hard drive, you get these alternate recipes, and you get to choose from stuff. So let's see. Cast screw. That's a great one for early game. This can be good, but it's kind of situation specific. I mean, sometimes you get recipes that are garbage. Sometimes you get recipes that are really good, like the cast screw. But even the garbage recipes can have certain cases where they can be incredibly useful. Like, the main reason you do a stitched iron plate, which uses wire instead of screws, is if you had the iron wire alternate recipe, which allows you to make wire out of iron ingots. In which case, you don't need any copper. So, yeah. And this is actually no, this is the iron alloy ingot. Never mind. Yeah, this is not the best alternate iron ingot recipe. That would have to go with the one that you make in the refinery. But this one is pretty good. If you haven't unlocked oil tech yet, that can be pretty good. But we haven't unlocked foundries yet, and won't for a while. So I think we're gonna go with the cast screw. And now we'll scan this, and there we go. Alright. Now that's done, we're gonna see if we can throw stuff in here. Oh, we had enough for the resource sink. There we go.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the Anti-Waste Effort for Stress Testing of Materials on Exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Alright. So let's just start doing this. Okay. So we'll just top all these off. For some reason, clicking on this X is not working tonight. I mean, any of these menus, so I'm having to use the escape key. This is annoying, especially since it was working earlier today, but whatever. So we just look for those biomass burners, so that gets us 120. And this should get us up to 200 megawatts. So, there we go. Wow, that is a lot more power than we need. Okay, great. Actually, oh, I must have miscalculated. Oh, each of these little burners are only 20 megawatts. Yeah, 160. I should know that. I don't know. I never use, once I get coal power, I never use those again. Alright, so, I mean, really the only thing we're in danger of running high on are screws. Even then, it's not a pressing concern. So I think we can hold off on actually constructing a resource sink for the moment. So let's just keep moving on through stuff. And then, so we'll unlock obstacle clearing next. Oh, we actually have everything. Yay. So when the pod returns, we can do stuff with it. And that's just doing its thing. Okay. Yeah. So, while that hard drive is researching there, I tell you what, let's go on a little hunt here, because there are some metals we can research in the MAM. Good, I've got a miner with me. Let's dump off some stuff, like this little Sligo. anything else I want to leave? I can just leave these. I'll leave these leaves. Yeah, that looks like... I'll get some wire. It's good to have wire on hand if you just need like emergency power or something, like unlocking a drop pod. I mean, I'd say it's always a good idea to just carry a bunch of the basic materials with you wherever you go, and you know it's a lot easier later in the game when you have a ton more inventory slots available. And we're off. So we're gonna go to an area where I know there's some quartz. So if you know where you're starting here, and you know here's the little lake for reference, and here's our little base. There is a little canyon, kind of over behind this little mesa, and at the end of that canyon there are two pure quartz nodes, which are great for later in the game when you actually do need quartz, like for making lights or for making quartz-based electronics like crystal oscillators, which are definitely something you'll be making later in the game. There are also a bunch of spitters down there, and there are some pathways to the green hills, or the green grassy fields biome, which is great because one of those paths just dumps you right out into 4 coal nodes and a lake, which is great, but we've got an even closer source of coal that we will use later on. And this little path right here is also great for gathering the mycelia fungus stuff, because it has all those little giant mushroom tree thingies. And it also has power slugs in places. I'm not going to grab that guy just because I'm not going to deal with that right now. But we will get to that in time. And here are the spiders. Die! I forgot there were spiders here. Luckily, their hit points are very low, and it's easy to take them out. But they can do some damage. Okay, is that everything? That's everything. Great. Oh wait, I got myself turned around here. And... hi, Spitter Boy. Alright, we're gonna retreat for a second, and hope we can take him on. This is one of the more, beefy ones. Oh, yeah, that's not good. I think all I'm doing is ticking him off. Ooh, and... the best you can do is trying to dodge him. I hate his fireballs. I hate them. There we go. Finally killed him. I think the only reason I am not dead right now is simply because I'm a more experienced player, and if you're really new to the game, I would advise maybe waiting until you had the super wildlife zapper to come through here, because yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. And you'll notice that, you know, you hear that little that fluttering sound, and you see that thing up there. Yeah, that's one of the objects that will tie in with the game's story. I mean, it's kind of a work in progress thingy now, and you'll see that if you try to pick it up. And it doesn't do anything, doesn't give you any resource points or anything. It's just there. But all these objects throughout the world are guarded by like really powerful bosses, so to speak, like that spitter I just took down, or the boss hogs. So yeah, the boss hogs are they are hard to take down. They are just really annoyingly hard. And I see another spitter over there. Sulfur! We'll take that.
Data shows this as a mix of sulfide and sulfate minerals. It could be an indication of recent volcanic activity.
Hi,
The new
buddy.
research tree exploring volatile self-defense applications can now
Mind
be
if I don't
accessed
take
in
your
the lab.
insides? There we go. We'll just keep a lookout for other stuff through here. Oh, this is one of the resource nodes they added in. What is this? Oh, it's water. Oh. Neat. Yeah, this is the resource wells like this can't be accessed until very late game when you unlock a resource pressurizer, and I understand their rationale behind that, but I kind of wish it was available earlier in the game, because it would make certain things early on in the game a lot easier. All right. All right. Hi there, buddy. He got hit with his own fireball. And as far as I'm aware, that actually does do damage if they get hit with their own fireballs or from friendly fire. And this is about the best case scenario where he just kind of glitched out against this rock and made it real easy for me. So we're just going to slap down a miner here. We're just going to grab this. All the miner. Oh, Caterium, great!
New technologies can be developed based on this new, superconductive, gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Oh, that's right. He's here too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go over here and... Oh, render distance. You make things seem too good to actually be true. And he is glitched out. He is very glitched out. He's not even moving properly. He's just sliding on, singing a song. So we just gotta retreat and heal up here. And that's Samor, which is, again, going to be something that's late game that I'm not touching just because there's no need to. Oh, it looks like he killed himself. Okay, fine. We'll just take your organs here. Don't. Also, there's a bunch of wood over there. I'll take those too. I saw Kibitz doing... Oh! You can climb up the wood! Holy crud! I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't know. I really didn't know. I saw Kibitz do it in one of his past videos, and I just thought that was a glitch from a previous iteration of the game, and yeah, I didn't realize that was actually a thing. You know what, I'll just take this coal. Coal isn't a MAM item. It is actually something we will unlock as a milestone. And then it becomes a handy resource later because we use it for steel, for early constant power generation. It's, yeah. More Caterium, sweet. Oh, this is turning out better than I planned. And where our base is, there's some Caterium nearby on a cliff, actually. So, at some point, we'll start harvesting that and turning it into stuff that we'll actually use. But for now, I'm just taking as much of this as I can. And let's hope I don't die. Good. It didn't do much. Anyway, let's see. Oh, good, I can make the MAM, so we'll just pop one down right here. You can have multiple MAMs running at once, but you cannot use... If you tie up a MAM with research, you can't use another MAM to do research elsewhere. And yeah, so this is the iron wire recipe right here, which, considering we only have one iron node, this might have some use to us right now, but I'm not sure. I'm more inclined to choose this one because even though we don't have a foundry yet, this is actually the best recipe for producing copper ingots. So it just takes some copper and some iron, and you get a huge amount of ingots. So this gets really handy mid-game. So there we go. My mouse is doing it again. Okay, first we're going to pop in some of these carcasses. Yay. And
new recipe unlocked.
Yay, now we can turn carcasses
New research available
into
in the MAM.
biomass. And here we'll research organs. There we go. Great. Ooh, wow, we did stuff. We did a lot of stuff, actually. I need a ton of wire to open those trees. And then the rebar gun is kind of cool. I just don't use it often, but yeah. Yeah, so we're just going through the tree here.
New
Walking
resource
as much
added
as we
to the
can
resource
quickly.
Scanner.
Alright, now we're going to unlock this quartz stuff. Plus, it also gets stuff out of our inventory. And we'll unlock silica. Alright. Ah, we need more sulfur. Okay, that's fine. Where should we go next? Oh, I know where we go. We go towards the coast there. There are a couple of drop pods. And yeah, they won't be too difficult to reach, and And there will also be just like a bunch of stuff we can collect along the way. But friendships won't be one of them, because trust me, this wildlife does not want to be friends. I think I may have gotten turned around. Am I heading? Nope. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay. A bunch of these guys just dropped from trees. Okay. I knew the hogs did that, but... Come on, hit each other with your fireball things. Not me. There we go. Finally. There we go. Yeah, so this is the Green Hills biome, or Grassy Fields. Grassy Fields. I keep calling it Green Hills when it's not the Green Hills. It's the Grassy Fields biome. This is this will lead us down to four normal coal nodes. And a lagoon, which are if you start in that biome, are a great source of power generation for coal once you unlock that. And from here, I mean, there's an easier route from where we were over to the beach, but we can get from here pretty readily over to the beach. We'll just collect these. Is this how you treat your neighbor? Fine. Ooh, sulfur. And stuff over there. Maybe more sulfur, I can't tell. There we go. And we're just going to load more of these. There we go. Alright, now we're on the actual beach. And I'm going to load up my berries here because there's a lot of angry stuff down here. Like this guy. Yeah. So the mushrooms give you the most health out of any of the plants there, but hopefully I won't have to dig in too deeply because they're kind of a lot rare. Oh, finally. Luckily there are a lot of nuts and berries on this beach. Oh, spicy rock, spicy rock, spicy rock, run! That is new, I think. Guess it wasn't quite where I thought it was. Ooh, Deuterium. Yeah, we'll just joint this. Go. Ah. Something. Our burner's broke. We've got plenty of iron back at base. And I see stuff. I promise we will get to at least one hard drive. Hi there, guys. Whew. Alright, drop pod, finally! The one I was looking for. I'm just gonna get more of these berries and nuts because this may not be fun. Hell dip. There was only one. Where is that berry bush? I saw it a second ago. Oh, there it is. And that's not good. Well, hi there, buddy. Run. Eat berries. Throw them down your gullet. Alright, Bubba. Alright, brother. There we go. Finally took him down. Brought me into within an inch of my life, but I did it. So we'll just mega heal. Alright, we get some plates, wire, screws, more reinforced plates. Ooh, circuit boards. That's really advanced. There we go. Ooh, heavy modular frames. Sweet. Alright. What I don't think this guy needs... Yep, it doesn't need anything. So while we go back to our base, we'll just let this research. First, I'm gonna see... Yeah, I'll just dump that guy in. Let's see, what do I want to unlock? Do I want to unlock sulfur? Yeah, let's just do that. And we'll just drop the hard drive in. Boy, we're researching a bunch of stuff tonight. There we go. Did it really take the drop pod that long to return to base? I thought it returned a long time ago. Alright, we're gonna do stuff.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood.
Alright.
Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Now turn this inefficient biomass into biofuel. So that's we're gonna just hook our little dinky generators up here to give us some power to make biofuel, because I don't want to hand make this stuff. And we're gonna come up with something better. Alright, we're gonna get this started up, and then we will go and see what the man is giving us. And it looks like alright, so we've got stitched iron plates again. Interior wire, which isn't bad. And we've got bolted iron plate. I have to say, stitched iron plate is will be a good recipe. And it will give us a little bit of advantage when we start building stuff out. We're just gonna, oh, we need fungus. Alright, we're gonna get some wire so we can do stuff. Yep. Now, what I'm doing over here by having that constructor make biofuel log thingies is those will burn a lot longer than biomass. So there, and you know, before you unlock fuel sources like oil, those are great vehicle fuel. Okay. Alright, look at that. We're making stuff. Alright, well, I think that's a good enough stopping point for today. So we went out and explored the world, and we unlocked a ton of research and unlocked a few milestones. And, you know, we'll just load up the last tier 2 milestone that we have here, jump pads. And this one actually requires rotors. So next time, we'll be building out our factory to produce space elevator parts and get going on that. And, well, of course, restore power to our base and probably have to build out our power infrastructure a little bit too. And then, yeah, we'll have some fun next time. Alright, so until then, I'll see you later, pups, and don't forget to paw that like button and boop that subscribe button to stay tuned for fun videos from Pup Copper. And yes, I did just give you guys the finger guns. You can't see it, but I'm smiling here. I'm doing the creepy smile thing. Okay, bye.